Never loads. Shh. A little silence, please.
Here we go.
GB is about to speak.
Show some respect.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say hello and I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm currently in my room rewatching the launch episode of yesterday.
That's a shit impression of an Australian accent, isn't it? Mine's better.
Don't be a cunt. GB, I
Sorry,
apologise.
GB. You're rewatching
I
the
didn't
episode
let him.
from yesterday. I'm watching on
Can
7.
you
7
not
o'clock.
touch that again?
And I gotta say, I absolutely love it. And I can't believe I'm just leaving my
That's as
first
loud
ever
as it gets.
feedback for this show. It was amazing from start to finish. The first 40 minutes of the show reminded me a lot of the old school Big Brother format. You know, kind of like Big Brother UK back in Channel 4.
Agreed.
Kind of like some of the Big Brothers that I've seen from around the world, like Big Brother Brazil, the Philippine Big Brother,
Oh, Philippines.
Philippines Big Brother, shout out.
the other Spanish versions of the show.
Obviously speaks
It was
Spanish.
absolutely fantastic. It was fast
Oh, he
paced.
also speaks Portuguese.
It was. I like the amalgamation and sort of the combination of the UK format of having Kieran's secret mission as well as sort of just introducing the housemates one by one and not in groups.
But they didn't.
The one thing that I wish they did though was definitely during eviction time. They should have kept the iconic "It's time to go"
Australians
because
really
I
attached
felt
to that.
that was sort of the Australian catchphrase
Yeah.
that's definitely
That's sort of
sets
the
it
live
apart
and
from the other versions around the world. Every time Gretel or Sonia would say "It's time to go," you know that I'm talking about Big Brother Australia. So I think
As opposed to.
if that was part of the episode, it would have been a lot better, especially when saying by a vote of 6-3 to 2,
Oh, that's Arissa. Or
it's time to go, Laura. Then that would have been fantastic, I
Yeah.
think.
I get it.
Also,
Brother
let's
fans
talk
so
about the
many
negative cunts of this show.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yes!
On Twitter, I was just busy, you know, like tweeting about the show, and I'm loving it because it's so fast-paced, and seeing the cliff shots and everything is so dramatic.
Oh, Joseph,
It's
man.
like Channel 4 BBUK plus BBUS, BB Canada combined. I was having a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, this is like Survivor! Okay, honey. First of all, you haven't seen BBUS and BB Can, okay? And also, I would like to point out that old-ass format of like, oh yeah, let's revert back to fucking BBUK/Australia format. First of all, you casual cunts. Don't you fucking realize that Big Brother Australia got cancelled twice? Okay, it got axed twice
Yeah, right, it got axed
by
twice.
Channel 9 and Channel 10
That's on fucking 7.
of using that
Greg.
stale and boring format. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I know how awesome it is to learn. I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but sort of learn and sort of navigate the first few weeks of Big Brother Australia. I'm actually Canadian. I want to let you guys know that I'm really good at doing an Australian accent.
Oh, fucking hell.
Up!
Following
I told you it was an
Shut up!
impression.
He's lying.
guys for the past 6 years, since 2013, when the racists, what's her name? Erin and Gina Marie, you know, like the racists
I
back
know,
in
yeah.
BBUS, and I hopped on Twitter to watch Big Brother Australia, and I found you guys and Lindsay, and I was a fan of Big Brother Bile, and I'm happy that I finally get to leave in a feedback. Until next time, much love.
So it's not Australian. Do you know what? I didn't think he was Australian, and then I listened to like the first 5 seconds of that, and I thought, oh, it must be Australian.
Well, it's like he's lost his Australian accent a little bit. And it's like he's turned. That's why I say he's turned into Joseph, because he had like an American accent. He's Canadian.
I've known
You cheeky fucker.
I've known GB for ages and ages.
I mean, I've been aware of him on Twitter.
Yeah, we got to be knowing
You know
about
what, he's
him
finally
about
put his nipples away on his profile pic.
the same same time as Joseph, we got to know him. But I didn't think he was Australian, so there you go. I enjoyed that voicemail. Please send another. That was fun.
I feel like he sounded quite convincingly Australian at the start.
That was really good.
Even
I'm
though I said it
confused
was
now.
shit an impression.
Are you really Australian? We're confused.
That's a strategic game.
We've still got 3 emails.
Okay.
We've got one from Nick Snow.
Nick Snow.
Somebody Murphy, I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
And Joseph.
But if that Lorcan one's really long, it ain't getting read.
Oh, fuck
Nick
that.
Snow says the return of BBAU
Hi,
and
Nick.
other interesting BB related items. All right, we'll
yes,
see. We'll see
please.
about that. So glad to have some Big Brother to watch as the world falls apart. All right, it's not that
Fuck
bad.
me.
And even more glad y'all are covering the season. Now that tells me this person might be American.
He ain't American.
Isn't
He's
he?
English.
Oh.
Well, as far as I know, I could be wrong about everyone.
It may be a little early to pick favourites, especially with plenty more housemates yet to enter,
When's
but
he in?
overall, this seems like a solid cast. It'll be interesting to see if anyone gets an obvious winner's edit along the way. After one episode, you'd certainly have to go with Ian, if anyone.
Correct.
Do we know... This is quite long. Do we know how
Read
much
his email out.
the housemates knew about the format? Well, I think they did know it was going to be a game. Different type of game. They must have been told. With this being much more similar to the North American season, I wonder if this was explained to them or if they were expecting the usual format. Some other news and notes. Could we finally be getting our next BBUS All-Stars season? I can't remember how much BBUS Gaz has watched. All right.
Fuck all.
But who are some previous
Jack's
players
watched them, oh, God! Don't
You'd
be
be-
let... Hold on.
you'd be most excited to see back in the house?
We need to be careful. Don't spoilise Jack because we're watching BB.
No, I'm not going to spoilerize him. Might not be many to choose from if they're trying to avoid racists.
Oh, good point.
Do you have any All-Stars you want to see back? Obviously, Paul,
Oh, yes, please. Alistair, please.
Whistlenut, Alex, all your
Dan
favourites.
Giesling, Marcellus, Janelle, Brittany. Oh, I could go on.
I want Sam to come back just for your impression on
God.
the podcast.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Well, it's very hard being a robot in the Big Brother house.
Never
bad.
gets old.
Wasn't bad.
Chad Johnson has moved to Vegas and
Oh,
started his
Chad.
porn palace venture.
Yeah.
Among his early sex tapes are a couple with none other than Trisha Paytas. Yeah, old news. I'll pass, he says.
Oh, I want to see it.
Is Phil Paquette?
Pax Brothers.
Yeah, Pax Brothers. Is Phil Paquette studying brain transformation? Sure sounds like it to me. See
Oh, yeah?
screenshot attached.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
I'm curious. No, I want to see this.
Big news. I'm going back to school to finish my degree and then I'm continuing to get a master's in transpersonal psychology and consciousness.
What did he have, like a cap that said like "the fuck" on it or something? I know, whatevs it was.
Something like that. Apologies if any of this is a bit nonsensical, as I'm typing it just minutes before the episode starts.
Are you
so
stoned,
roughly
Nick?
5:30 a.m. in Florida. He's
He's
American.
stoned.
Can't wait to listen to the podcast. Nick Snow.
Nick Snow, thank you for writing
That
it.
is
We've
a
not had
note from
a
Nick Snow, our Florida
We've
correspondent.
not had Nick Snow writing for a
No,
long time.
we
Please
haven't.
write
Has
back
he
next
written
week.
in before?
Yeah, he is. He's a friend on Twitter.
Isn't that someone off of Game of Thrones?
That's Jon Snow.
Oh, yeah.
Nick's his brother.
Look at the state of this email.
Who's it from?
You know who.
Oh,
Lorcan. BB launch thoughts not too long by Lorcan standards.
Lorcan! For fuck's sake!
There's two of them here. Why is there two? Oh no, it's one. The phone's glitching. He says, "G'day, mates. I have to say it.
That's your fault, not
Jesus.
mine. We don't rewind it because
I have to say it. I thought BBAU was going to be a shit show. I thought it
And
would
it
be
is.
just like the boring piles of shit they had in the past. But after watching the launch, I was more than pleasantly surprised. Should be noted that Lorcan's a UK Big Brother person. I have a few thoughts, so I'm going to share them. And sorry if I drag on, lol. Yeah, you tend to do that. First of all the housemates are great. Proper interesting characters, which I love. Kieran reminded me of someone. Was it Ant and Dec dressed as an old man in rubber?
Joe, 5-5.
This is going to be a deep cut, lol, so sorry if this reference means nothing to you, but oh, for fuck's sake. There's this episode of Family Guy where they all go to a mansion and get killed one by... No.
Skip it.
Don't know if you... There's a fucking YouTube link.
Just skip
Lorcan,
it.
we haven't got time for just nonsense on this
Lorcan,
podcast.
this ain't your fucking podcast. If you want to talk about Family Guy, start your own fucking podcast.
Ian is a right weirdo, but his awkwardness is so funny to watch.
I like
When he
Ian.
got that teddy out of his bag, it was just so fucking awkward I was pissing myself. And when he said BB had a sultry voice, lol, it was hilarious. I like that the BB voice this time round. Do you like my voice, Lorcan? Definitely an improvement from the absolute cunt they had back in the day who was miserable 24/7.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He was a very stern big brother.
Yeah,
that
it was
previous
stern.
one.
It's like, oh, Tim, come to the diary room, mate.
Alan is a twat. I think he auditioned for The Apprentice and got put on the Bronx show.
Correct.
Because he gives off major Apprentice dickhead vibes. When he kicked his shoes off onto the floor that his mum was hoovering, I was disgusted. That was just VT
his
storytelling. What was this grand?
It was his gran,
Was
not
it?
his mum.
No. Have some respect. The highlight of the episode was without doubt Queen Angela. She was so funny, making Sonia carry her case, walking away from Ian and saying boring conversation, arguing with Big Brother about whose house it is, saying porridge is for people that in care homes. What a legend. She's my pick to win from day one. Also, unrelated to Angela, but Xavier is fit as fuck.
Oh,
Dear me.
I've barely seen him.
Exactly. I sent this to Lindsay yesterday, but Gaz deserves to see this too. The Chad guy who's come in episode 2 has done nude modelling, so here's a link to that.
I didn't even click on that.
I'm so glad the pod's back. I'll end with a philosophical question. If you were walking down the street and saw Helen Wood, how would you handle the situation? Much love to both you guys.
I'd ask
from
her for a
Rocking.
selfie.
I'd ask her for a
Wouldn't
haircut.
you?
I'd ask her for a haircut.
I've never seen a picture of Chad. I don't remember him sending that.
I'd tell
I don't
Helen.
even know who Chad is, so fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, let's have a look. He's not even naked.
Just got his top off.
This is not naked. There's no visible... Oh, is that a dick?
What the hell is
Not
that?
that you could make out without
Oh, there's a dick.
assistance.
Don't look that great, does it?
No, it's alright. At least it's not
Get
circumcised.
my magnifying glass out to see it.
Oh, it's a bit... These pictures are a bit odd. Looks like he's in an art classroom. Oh, his bum's not very nice.
Oh, let me look.
It's all flat. Like a flat tyre. Nah.
No, that's not for us.
Isn't Chad the one that's like, oh, I've done super drawing?
He's like a Love Island person, you know.
I mean, his penis isn't bad, but like, it's not also anything too thrilling. Do you got this one?
I just want to apologise to anyone who emailed into us or sent us a thread.
And we've missed
We've
you out.
we had already drank a bottle of wine before the podcast even
Pretty
started.
much.
So it's gone downhill from there. We've done our best. It's
Joseph's
really long.
been in touch.
Oh god.
BBAU 2020 thoughts. Hey, Gaz and Lindsay. I'm so glad that Big Brother Australia is... If you don't know Joseph, this is his voice. It's finally back, and I cannot believe it's been 6 years since last time. Even though the 2014 season really does suck in comparison to the 2013 season, I'm very glad that the show is finally back. My only few concerns about this new format is how extremely condensed the editors have to play with putting 3 days worth into an hour and 20 minutes. I feel this is a bit too extreme. I'm living for those helicopter shots off the cliff of the house. It's just a few kilometers away from here. From
Is
here?
it? What?
Do you mean from there?
Nine.
It just looks fantastically epic, and just what a view to have to be working on the
does look
show
cool.
with that view. Even though this year's Big Brother voice is a little bit robotic, computerized, /computerized, he still has some sense of humor. A bit like you, Joseph.
Yeah.
For example, when Angela was in the diary room saying, "It's our house," I was so glad Big Brother kept annoying her, saying, "No, it's my house. Damn straight, lol." I was so pleasantly surprised that during the eviction episode that the nominees also had the ability to vote. That changes everything in my house. Why in my house? So far, after the first eviction, there's not been this whole group mentality yet so far. I was also surprised when Big Brother would ask who they want to evict. He still wants to hear the reason why, just like as if they were nominated normally. But don't want to keep rambling on. Ada cannot wait to listen to the podcast. Who's Ada? The Fox Hater. See you on Animal Crossing, Lindsay. Joseph from Las Vegas.
Joseph,
Sent from my iPad. Sent from my iPhone. She
Joseph.
says both.
you sent me a clock, I think it was on Animal Crossing, but you never attached it to the letter, so I never got the clock. So please resend.
Forgot to attach.
Hold on, listen.
Listen up.
Let's get real now. Joseph, Alfie, all of you guys.
Stop moaning.
Bitching about, like,